This is the land where light is crushed, a land where heroes fall. When the mists come for you, will you stray from your path? Will you kindle the embers of hope, or be lost to the darkness? As you stare into the void stares back and reaches out to clutch you. Your nightmares come to life and stalk your every step. Morality is as gray as the mists that always seem to surround you. Will your better sides prevail? Will you seek to aid the people of Barovia? Or will you succumb to the shadow that rules this land? After all, no one leaves Ravenloft entirely intact. Hello everyone, and welcome to Character Player, where story is the real DM. We're artists by day, we're nerds by night, and tonight we're diving right back into our Ravenloft campaign. But before we do that, we have some announcements, so Ricky Diaz, take it away.
Yes, hello everybody. We have a couple of our amazing shows here. So you guys are watching Ravenloft. Our next episode of Zombie U is going to be next week. That is December 13th, I believe. Let me do my math. Yes, December 13th will be the next Zombie U. It'll be our fourth installment, so feel free to check it out to see how that story is unfolding. Some crazy stuff has happened, so please check it out. Speaking of crazy stuff, Ravenloft, also you guys are with us now. You guys can check out our next episode of Ravenloft, which will be episode 31. That will be on December 20th. Monday, December 20th at 7:15. You can catch it here on Twitch, or you can catch it, if you're watching on YouTube, you can catch it there as well. Speaking of some other things we got going on, we have some other content that we're releasing. We just released a brand new Demystifying a couple of weekends ago, Demystifying Role-Playing Wizards. Justin here breaks down a bunch of different ways of how to think about creating your wizard and how you can go about maybe playing that wizard in a more unique and different way than maybe just straightforward as, that a lot of people do. So please check it out. It's a great video. Explore it. We have other demystifyings coming to you guys, and we have other demystifyings that are already on our YouTube channel, so please check them out. Like and subscribe those videos at Character Player on YouTube. Or you can follow us on our social medias, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We release tips, tricks, and skits for all kind of role-playing and D&D themed things, so please check us out. That is at Character Player on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and at Character Play on Twitter. Also, we would love to give a big shout out to all the other amazing creators that give our shows make them even better and elevate what we do. So a big thank you to Syrinscape, SwordCoastSoundscapes, Michael Gelfi, David Kaiser Music. Thank you all so much for lending your music and sound effects to our show, allowing us to use them. It makes our content even better. Thank you to our very own Justin Powell and Mark Kopitzke for the graphics and the overlays that we use on a lot of our shows. They're amazing, and again, they add an awesome layer to what we do. And also, one more big thank you to Hero Forge. Hero Forge, thank you so much for allowing us to use your custom miniature builder to use for our character art. So you guys might be seeing some of our character art scrolling through the video throughout our game tonight. You might be seeing it right now. We're Character Player. Hero Forge has allowed us very graciously to build our characters in their character miniature builder and then take a screenshot of those characters and use them for our character art. If you guys are looking to build miniatures for your D&D campaign, please go to Hero Forge because their character miniature builder is fantastic. I don't have a big bit tonight, but I wanted to kick to you guys a little bit because I was on Hero Forge again today, as I am every day, looking through all the different options that they have, and I was just baffled as to how many different things and what crazy stuff they have. So I wanted to ask each of you, I've memorized everything that they have on Hero Forge, everything. I want you guys to ask me if what they have, and I'll either tell you they do or they don't. And I'm not lying when I say I memorized them all.
Wow, what a put us on the spot.
So go ahead, ask. I got you. It could be, you could do races, you can do weapons, you can do items, you can do outfits.
Do they have dragons?
They have dragonborns.
Yes.
Does that count?
Do they have like spells on there? Like
Yes, they do. They actually have a whole selection of different like arcane things that you can add to your characters. They can be casting different spells, fireballs, arcane focuses like crystal balls and things like that are all kinds of stuff that your character can be holding to be casting their spells.
Magic missile?
It depends. So again, you can have lots of different magical energy that's coming off, and you can color and paint that with Hero Forge to make it look like your magic missile.
Do they have taupe as a color option?
Taupe. If they don't, Justin, if they don't have
See, you don't know. You don't know. You said you knew everything.
No, I do know. I have an answer. Give me a second. Justin, if they don't, they do have in their coloring tool, they do have actually a little palette that you can adjust and do color sliders to get the exact shade of taupe that you are looking for.
Find your own taupe.
So yeah, I would say technically they do have it because you can make them have it.
Do they have totes?
Totes like bags?
They do.
They do have little satchels, and they do have.
Okay, before this turns into 3 hours of talking about what Hero Forge does or does not have,
one more.
Finish up the plug.
Hero Forge has so many options, you guys. We went through all of these, and they had every single one. The only thing I've yet to have them find is a potato. They don't have potatoes.
Just a matter of time.
Potatoes. You think they would, but they don't.
That's small potatoes, you know?
Hero Forge is constantly doing updates, so they may have potatoes in the near future if we can get this out to them. So please do that. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Hero Forge, and I believe we are ready to get started.
Hashtag we need potatoes.
We need potatoes.
Just tweet.
And if you do want to catch up with our Ravenloft campaign, you can check out the podcast on Spotify, or you can check out our YouTube where we have every single episode up to date, except for episode 17, which never happened. But without further ado, let us dive into the mists of Ravenloft. So, last we left off, Irina Kolyanovich turned down an offer from a figure calling himself Sergei von Zarovich, which could have allowed her safety from Strahd until the adventurers could defeat him. They traveled back to the Mountain's Lodge to determine what their next plan of action was. During this time, there were some odd moments of people they interacted with, saying phrases like, "help us," and "it's killing us," that the party took note of, but the people saying them did not seem to recall. The party journeyed up to the Abbey of St. Markovia, where they met the famed abbot, a tall, bald man with piercing blue eyes. The abbot claimed he had a plan to rid the land of the evil curse afflicting it by appeasing Strahd with a wife. All he needed was Irina Kolyanovich's face. The party vehemently disagreed, and thus the abbot said he would only reconsecrate the bones of St. Angel and Valaki and allow them to keep the Tome of Strahd if he could have Irina's face. Ezra convinced the abbot to at least give them the tome for the evening, so they might understand his reasons for believing that this plan could work. The abbot agreed under the condition that his associate Siegfried could stay with the party to ensure they don't flee with his items. The party made their way back to the Mountain's Lodge, and on their way up to their rooms, they noticed a door ajar. When they looked inside, they saw the room had been tossed and nearly destroyed, and written on the wall in blood was a message saying, "It's killing us." So, you all are standing in the entryway to this room. You feel a cold draft hitting you, and it's only then that you notice the large, gaping hole in the wall opposite you. Blood stains the area, the ground leading up to the hole in the wall. What are you all doing?
This hole in the wall, it's like a tunnel into the mountain or something? Or?
Looking out at it, not into the mountain. So you guys are on the second story of this. It looks like it's on the exterior of the building.
Okay. To the night.
Okay, so it's like outside. It's the outside. Okay.
All right.
Should I go get someone?
Ooh, that's a lot of blood.
Yeah,
I don't think we should poke around in here. So
go downstairs and get the owner.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll start to head downstairs.
Are there police here? Should we ask the police?
There are some, guards in the town. There was a really nice one we met earlier today.
I mean, is this kind of like, is this, I mean, this is tragedy, yes, but is it something, should we just tell the gods and, you know?
Everyone make a wisdom saving throw and subtract 2d4.
Wait, what? Oh, wait.
Roll a d20 and then roll 2d4 and subtract that from your score.
Is it all of us or just me?
Everyone.
You said wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
17.
Ooh. 14 minus 7 is 7.
Okay. Newton Aerith, you look to Stiki and Ezra who are by the doorway. They say to you, we shouldn't be in this other person's room. We should go back to our room. And you're sitting there thinking, why am I in this room? This is weird. I shouldn't be here.
That's what we said to Stiki?
That's what you guys feel right now. You just feel very confused as to why you're in this room.
Why are we in this room? Why are we here? Why are we in this room?
Do we still see the blood on the wall, or?
You look back and everything seems fine.
So, what is it we were doing?
Is this our room? Is this where we're sleeping?
Again?
No, brother. Remember, we're going to look through the tome.
All right, well, let's do it.
All right, maybe in
What are
our
we
room?
for? Yeah?
Is it our room? Are we in the right room?
No, I don't think this is ours. We're down the hall.
Then why are we in this room?
That's the question.
Okay. Well, I'll meet you in our room.
Okay.
See you in a few.
I kind of like this room, though. Do you think I could get this room?
Maybe. Cut over to Havok. So Havok, you go down the stairs. You see Bardra behind the counter. Everyone's pretty much gone for the night. She's just kind of cleaning up.
I'll walk over. Yeah, to.
Hello
the,
there.
I approach the bar. Very kind of like slowly. I'm just kind of like lean forward and say, Bardrum.
Yes.
And kind of look around to make sure like no one's like listening. There's a situation upstairs.
A situation.
One of the people staying here. It looks like they either something killed them or there's a dead person upstairs.
Killed a dead person.
Yeah, there's blood. There's blood everywhere.
Why?
And on the wall it says it's killing us.
It's killing us.
And there's a hole in
You
your.
see now.
There's a
She's
hole.
holding a mirror. And it looks like she's been crying recently.
But are you okay?
Yeah, of course I'm fine. I mean, a little startled at the news. All right, let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Come on. There's
Make
a hole.
another wisdom saving
before,
throw.
Before we go in there, there's a hole in your hotel.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
All of us?
Everyone, and subtract 2d4. I'm sorry, 3d4.
84.
84. Oh, that's
Zero.
a natural 20. Minus 6, so 20.
Okay.
2.
Okay. Are you guys still in the room?
I went to our room.
Gotcha.
I was gonna go seek out Bardrum to
Okay.
acquire.
You meet Havok coming up the stairs with Bardrum right behind her.
Oh, Bardrum, just who I wanted to see. Hello. I was just wondering, this room here, I like it much better than the room that I was provided. Would
Wait, Newton, that room? The room we were just saw the dead person in?
well,
A dead person?
Dead
What do you mean a dead person?
Bardrum,
really nice. I love. It feels like it has good airflow. So
Is this
I
one
would.
playing a joke? Yeah, I mean, there's no one staying in the room, so you can certainly have it.
No, wait, come here. And I like pulled them both over to the room.
Okay.
and I open it. Do I still see?
Havok, you look in the room and you see exactly what you left. Newton, looks like a really nice room.
I love it. I want to stay here. This is my room now. So,
What?
that's fine with you, Barger? That's totally fine.
I mean, you'll have to pay, but yeah.
Okay, is it different? Is it a different rate? I mean, this room is so nice.
No, same
Havok,
rate.
Okay. I run my hands through my hair just angrily. I mean, I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
What's this one? What's his deal? What's his...
Who?
Havok, what's wrong with you? Why are you so...
Yeah, what is her deal?
You guys are acting stupid. It's pissing me off.
Alright. Very nice.
I'm sorry.
Havok, make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Do I subtract anything from it?
Yeah.
Barger, are you married?
Married? No.
You're not?
No.
Oh, you have such a delightful demeanor. I would just expect you.
Oh, stop it! You're just being a little chattermer.
Oh.
Two.
Havok, you run your hands through your hair, look up, and you don't even know why you're angry. But looking around, you're like, I guess this is a pretty nice room.
Did I still cast Detect Magic?
Yeah, you cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
So you kind of like run your hand through the magic, the spell goes off, and you notice the magic around you, like the different magical items that Newton has, like stuff you always pick up on being amongst the group and different magical items they have. But otherwise, nothing pings.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I was freaking out. It's been a day.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask you. Do you know what these boots do?
Okay. No, I don't.
All right. Well, if you don't need anything, I'm gonna head back down. All right.
Hey, don't be a stranger now, Barger. All right.
Oh, you. She walks out.
What is your thing with people who run the inns here?
I don't know. I'm just really... There's something about service people I'm attracted to.
Very weird. Very weird.
Stiki pokes his head in. Hey, we're over there in that room. We're gonna look at the book. So, you guys coming?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Tome to tome, tome,
I'll shut the open door of this room. Just like shut it. Shouldn't leave the door open.
Newton, as you turn and see Havok, you see that Havok's weapon is drawn.
Oh, I mean, it's just a book, right? I mean... I mean, are we going to fight the book?
What are you talking about?
I mean, you got your weapon drawn, so, I mean...
Don't. You know, it could be, we don't know a lot about this book. It could be super dangerous. And we got Siegfried over there. Who knows?
Yes. So you're telling me I should stand back from the book when we open it?
I think you should probably stay very far away from the book, yeah.
Excellent. I agree. I will just stand in the doorway here.
Okay.
Okay. I'll keep holding my mace out, but don't really know why. But I just will.
All right, you guys head inside. Ezra, looking at the book, looks up to you two as you Havok enter and Newton stand at the doorway. Well, I think you should come in so we can close the door at least.
I will enter the room and shut the door, but stand in the frame.
Fair enough. Who wants to read it?
I'll read it. Somebody's got to.
Passes it over to you. Very large tome with the black cover. And as you're holding, go and make an Arcana check.
Magic Heck Magic's still up as well. 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
11.
Okay. looking at the cover, you see that it looks like a rune, or rather a dispelled glyph of warding was on the clasp that looks like it used to secure the front cover. So you ascertain that someone removed that to open it up.
Okay. Looked like someone went to some trouble to make sure this couldn't be opened, but somebody's in the work and opened it for us.
Before you go in there, just a little extra protection. And I'll come over to him, and my hands are kind of glowing purple. And I'm gonna just kind of put him on his shoulders, and you feel a sense of an increased ability to resist as I cast resistance on you. So you can add a D4 to a saving throw if you should need it for the next minute.
Okay. All right.
Does anybody know? I really want to know what my boots do. Just
Take them off and put them over there. I'll look at them.
One thing at a time. One thing at a time. And I'm also going to sort of close my eyes for a second and open my mind to spirits of this place and reach out for guidance as I attempt to open this and read this very scary tome.
Okay.
Guide myself as well.
You kind of feel these, as you cast the spell, you feel these almost hands kind of on your shoulders, comforting more than anything else. And as you open the tome and just kind of let it flip through a bit, a lot of the words look unreadable. Like they're in some kind of script or language you don't know. You do remember the abbot saying he had to decode some of it in order to read it. But as you're looking at it, you can tell that the tale's long, except when you get to the first page, the script that you don't understand begins to transform before your eyes into common. It says, I, Strahd, Lord of Barovia, well aware certain events of my reign have been desperately misunderstood by those who are better at garbling history than recording it, hereby set down an exact record of those events, that the truth may, at last, be known. At this point, Aerith, the book drops from your hand. There's a loud thud on the ground, and the pages begin to flutter wildly. Mist begins to pour from the binding. And you all begin to feel lightheaded.
Let's get out. Let's leave this thing. It's not worth it.
You say that as your vision fades into darkness. From the blackness now surrounding all of you, a hungry fog rolls along the ground. You shout, and there is nothing. The mist chokes closer. A man clad in a black cloak and a regal red tunic looks at you through the cloud with a stern face and piercing eyes. He steps towards you with the grace of a king. Your eyes meet his cold glare as it bears down on you. He speaks. I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. The visage of the man disperses into a black and red cloud before reforming into a young boy, no older than 12, with a small sword at his side and tears streaming down his cheeks. The mist recedes further, revealing a well-adorned, sunlit castle courtyard. The low buzz of insects and humidity add weight to the summer air. Hanging on the ramparts overhead are red banners depicting the same raven iconography cast in the metal on the cover of the tome. The boy that stood before you moments ago now sits atop a small set of stairs leading to a wooden door. From beyond it, you can hear distant but boisterous laughter. What are you doing?
The book is nowhere to be seen.
You don't see it. You just hear the little boy crying. from behind the door. You hear laughter.
I'll start walking slowly up.
I ignore the boy and I go towards the laughter.
Okay. Gonna walk past him. He's just sitting a bit to the side of the door. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Ricky, we didn't hear whatever you said last.
I rolled a 7.
Okay. You kind of press your ear up to the door, but it's tough to make out. You hear son Sergei push harder. Great leader. And then you hear another voice saying, too prideful, chaotic in his attacks. That's all you can make out, these phrases.
And the boy's nearby the door?
Yeah.
I look to my companions.
Stiki looks up to you and to everyone. What's happening?
I think we're in a memory of some sort from the book.
At that, the boy looks up. There you are. Was wondering where you'd gotten to. He's looking right at you, Aerith.
Yes, I...
Looks down to all of you as well. Are you guys watching me fight or not?
Yes. I mean, what are you doing crying here for? Let's go.
I have to wait for Rahadin. You know that. Mom says I'm not supposed to talk to my imaginary friends. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
What's your...
I'm Strahd. Strahd von Zarovich. You know this.
Do you know who we are?
Yes, of course I do.
Who am I?
You're my friends.
What's my name?
Her name is Newton. Huh. I usually don't give you all names. That one seems to fit you, though. Newton. And then you're... Havok. Stiki. Ezra. Back up to you. Aerith. There.
Well, if you've made us up, then why have you taken this long to name us?
Because I'm meant to be a king.
Oh.
I don't need to concern myself with your names. You have to concern yourself with me.
But a king should care about all his subjects. King serves his subjects.
Well, I'm meant to be lord of this castle, so I'll keep that in mind, Aerith.
Alright, well, I'm getting tired of waiting around for this Rahadin. I'm going to try to open the door.
Okay. As you reach to pull it open, the door pushes open at the same time. And stepping out, you see Rahadin, who you've all met before. He was the figure who presented you the invitation to Strahd's castle. Does not look any different. And he says, "All right, young master. Your training will continue." And then you hear, "Yet that past now is filled only with regret." and suddenly mist begins to wrap around you again. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. The mist coalesces into the dusk elf that you saw previously, but he's not aged today. The chatter of voices and the clanking of metal sing from outside the walls of an enormous tent. Its primary occupant is a colossal rectangular table, atop which is carved an intricate scale map of the lands of Barovia. The model mountains climb nearly 5 feet high, and valleys sink deep into the tabletop. You see a man to your right who does not appear dissimilar to a young boy you met at his home one summer afternoon. He now stands clad in scarlet armor adorned with angelic feathers etched in gold leaf. He gestures across the table. Commander Gwillem, the table is yours. You watch as a figure rises, who makes their way forward. Lord Strahd, Commander Rahadin, and I'm sorry, I don't know your lieutenants. He turns and faces all of you. Never mind them for now. They're here to help with the attack. Please. Well, the Order of the Silver Dragon is proud and plans to fight rather than be starved out of their castle. The castle, of course, sits on the cliff overlooking the valley, and the knights will have nowhere to go but down toward the village. People of Zemay are commoners. They don't want to stand in their way, so we must do what we can to protect them. Lord Strahd will hold the rear of the forces from the village of Zemay. Commander Rahadin will hold the base of the hill and monitor the tree line to ensure we are not routed. I will ride up the hill to the castle to challenge the remaining forces directly. Very good. And you all, where do you think you'd best be positioned?
Well, before I give my opinion on such matter, I know the hour is late, but can we not consider a parley with these knights of the Silver Dragon? Surely we will lose so many men. Maybe we can renegotiate whatever it is they're asking of us.
What they're asking for is my head. I'm afraid there's nothing to renegotiate. We tried to be diplomatic with the Order. That time has passed.
Was it Strahd speaking or his
This
king?
is Strahd.
Okay.
Will you all fight with me in the village? We stay with Commander Rahadin to hold the hill. Or will you charge forward?
I will not fight. As I said before, the king should serve his subjects, so if their issue is with you, you should duel their leader and allow the fates to duel out whatever justice.
When did you say this?
Back when you were quite young, and as I've reminded you over the years.
And the rest of you, do you have jokes as well?
I mean, it feels like, you don't really have control over much here, so why don't you show us what it is you want us to see?
If you insist. The conversational chatter of the camp outside of the tent builds to a roar. You blink, and now you're standing amid a quaint farming village. Many of its buildings wreathed in flame. Dozens of soldiers adorned with ravens are locked in combat against knights in silver and blue armor. Strahd sits atop a stocky black mare, points his blade forward and shouts, "Advance!" As he does so, a javelin thrown from a distance strikes his side, and he's knocked to the ground. Ahead of you, you see Rahadin and Commander Gwillem galloping off toward their posts, unaware that their lord has fallen. What are you doing?
I jump off my horse, whatever, and pull out my rapier and stab Strahd in the heart.
Okay. Roll the hit. Roll that advantage.
$24 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
$8 damage.
Okay. You stab into his heart. His eyes go wide as he looks up to you. Traitor! And he grabs the sword and tries to pull it deeper, pull you closer to him. And as he does so, you hear a blood-curdling roar rip through the air, silencing the battlefield. And your attention is drawn southward. The sun above reflects harshly off a pair of glinting silver wings and claws that crest the turrets of the castle, and you gaze in full view of Argynvost, the silver dragon. With another roar that shakes your core, it rises and begins flying towards you into mist. But the war years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. And then you're in darkness. You blink your eyes open. And you're back in the room. The tome is closed on the ground.
Well, I've never seen a dragon before. That was all very strange.
Aerith, in your hand, you are holding a silvered short sword.
Oh. Oh. I sort of hold it up to the group. Does this belong to anyone?
No?
Well, if I might jump in the queue here, ahead of you, Newton. Havok, would you mind taking a look at this?
I want my boots done as well. It's not fair. I just want to know what my boots do. Do the sword, then do my boots.
Aerith, you also feel this sense of knowledge that you didn't have prior to going into the tome. You are now able to cast Illusory Script as a ritual spell once per day.
You said ritual?
Yes.
That's not the only thing that was given to me just now. And I'm gonna go ahead and cast that as a ritual.
Okay.
Hold up. Let me see. Where's that spell? Sorry.
No, you're totally fine.
There it is. All right. I'm going to try to imitate the writing that I saw when I was reading the script and just write Strahd von Zarevich in the... Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. I'm going to write it. I'm going to write on the tome.
Okay.
Instead, I'm going to write on the opening page. This is propaganda.
Okay. Easy enough to do. You write it in.
All right. I didn't know how to do that until a few minutes ago.
You know how to write?
I write in this sort of glowing script.
Irina kind of looks at the group and just says, "So we all were in that together, yes? You all saw the same thing?"
Well, I don't know. What did you see?
First, a young boy who was crying, and then into a battle, or a battle tent first, and then battlefield.
Yes, and I think we did all see the same. That's what I saw too. Yeah. I also saw this one stab him. I went over to Era.
Good show, good show. Yes.
Yeah, I figured it was worth a try.
I wonder if the real Strahd got hurt by that.
I got it.
Honestly, I gotta say, I hope not, because that probably would not make him very happy.
Well, he used to be human, yes?
Well, Elvish? He looked Elvish, yeah?
Elvish. He used to be, he used to be living, breathing.
Who's human?
Oh, human, okay.
Maybe this is when he decides to find a solution to humanity.
You guys see that dragon?
Yeah, that was really cool.
Didn't, when we talked to Madame Ava, didn't she say something about a house of a dragon of some sort, right?
Something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I believe it was something like a holy symbol, a treasure lies in the house of a dragon, something like that.
And they were attacking from a city called Zesk or something.
Zamay. Z-M-E-I.
Zamay. And there were knights. I wonder if we should try to find wherever this place is here, and if it's here. And
can we use the book to get there?
We can try, but I have a feeling that this book is not so much a book that you read, but
is there some sort of transportation spell?
there
They're
are spells like that. Not that I certainly know. Powerful magics that can allow you to.
How do you guys feel about what we just saw?
Pause for a moment, guys.
Yes.
I'm a bit nervous that my hard drive is saying it's not hooked up, so I don't know where this recording is going to. So let me just switch out the cord here really quick.
All right. Sounds good.
No problem.
Yeah, 2 backups, so it shouldn't be a big deal, but just in case. So remember that question, Ricky.
How do you guys feel about this?
Yeah, that'll be where we pick up.
Yeah.
Take 2.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure this is reading. Also, guys, I might as well ask you now since we're doing a break. That is one option to go through the tome, to do it in that kind of interactive way, or I could just give you the information. So let me know how you feel about that kind of vibe. You don't have to decide today or anything, but
So we can go. So we can keep that. We can keep gaining information.
in that way, or I could just give you come up with some retcon reason. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, this is pretty cinematic, so.
Yeah, it's a cool little companion piece I found online. I thought was nice. So give me 1 second.
So, I'm not a one-man identify machine. Identify this. Identify that.
Can't you do that as a ritual?
I can do it once for free. I can do it as a ritual, yeah, but it takes 10 minutes each time.
All right. Well, I think we might need it.
I have a lot of spell slots. It's the end of the day. I have a ton of spell slots. I could just burn through them.
Yeah, but we don't know what. I mean, this is a dangerous spot.
That's true. I'm just saying, guys. Don't just grab magic things and be like, tell me what this does.
What if my boots?
I didn't pick it up. It came in my hand, man.
What if I
in your hand?
Okay.
Jesus, Ricky.
What if it's like? What if my boots are like, you know, the ruby slippers, and all I have to do is click them 3 times, and I go home?
That would be a dumb thing for Justin to give you.
And then it would just take you home. What about all of us?
We could all hold hands, and you were there, and you were there.
Oh.
Dorothy went home by herself.
No, this would be like Frodo in the third Lord of the Rings, waking up and going, oh.
What a funny journey we just went on.
That would be how Newton would be. Yeah.
What a silly journey we just had.
And then Barge rocks in, and that's when Newton does the Frodo Sam look.
My God. All
right. We're recording. Go ahead.
So, how do you all feel about what we just saw?
I mean, I think that it's, well, as with any piece of writing, it's skewed to a personal perspective.
Oh, you're critiquing his work.
Yes.
I think he means history is written by the victors, and Strahd is quite arrogant from what we've seen, so he paints himself in a pretty nice light.
Sure. I don't hate the guy from all the interactions we've had with him, you know? It's not like... I feel like he might be more of a complex nugget than we realize.
You mean the guy who's trying to kidnap me?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that's good, you know, but maybe I have to think, just like everything in this place, it's complicated, you know.
Hey, Zigfrek, is he in the room with us? Did you just see all that?
No.
Well, how come you got excluded?
Perhaps he's already seen it.
Okay. Well, regardless of what we just saw, nothing that we just saw makes me think that Arena should give up her face.
No face, no.
None of that would suggest that giving that thing a face would help.
I wasn't here last time, so I just want to clear, like, what do they mean by give her, like, actual face?
Like her skin. Like, one of the arguments he kept making was, well, you don't need a face. You'll still have your eyes and your lips. Like, you'll be able to eat and inhale, and you can wear a mask. That was kind of, made it a bit more eloquently than I just made it, but yeah.
So she would literally have no face. She would just
like,
see.
You saw the like flesh golem that he was working on, Vasilka, and when she turned to you, you saw the muscles and sinews underneath. Basically, just a human with no face, and that would be the idea: is to make Arena look like that by taking her face
and putting Vasilka and giving it to Strahd.
So her literal, actual face.
Yes.
Not just her likeness. Okay.
We asked that. He said, I haven't worked so far.
Yeah, no, I don't think we should give him face now.
I mean, what we could do, brother, maybe you'll agree with me, is Ezra, you can make yourself look like Arena, and then Newton, you can make yourself look like Arena, and then we'll cut your face off.
See, I had that thinking until I knew it was the literal face. That was my...
Well.
And also, once your face is taken off, and now it will have that sort of magic on it anymore, and
it would just be my face.
It would just be your gorgeous mug, I'm not really this. But yeah, I don't think that this is the way you go about it. I mean, even if it did appease.
Was that the whole
devil.
book? Did we read all the
What was that?
book? Did we read all the book?
You get the sense you read about 2 chapters.
Because how I don't know how the abbot came to whatever conclusion he got from what we saw. So there's got to be more, right?
Dive back in? Or do we want to identify first? Let's look at this sword and my boots.
Okay, just to shut you up, Jesus! I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna pick up his feet and like lift him off the ground.
What? The sword.
And cast identify these freaking boots.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna wait 10 minutes to hard cast it.
Okay. Newton, those are, I guess, Havok, you say this, Newton.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you? Do you want me to just give you the information?
Yeah. I'll talk
Okay.
in my own words.
Okay. These are boots of elven kind. While you wear them, your steps make no sound regardless of the surface you are moving across, and you have advantage on stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
Okay, so...
These are quiet boots. They make you sneakier.
Excellent. Ooh, I'm sneaky, or trying to be. So wait, I just want to write that down. So
Great. Now you can break into more little old ladies' stores and steal from them.
boots to make me silent, and I get advantage on...
That's a hypothetical, Siegfried. That's totally hypothetical.
Advantage on stealth regarding noise.
Yeah. Regarding moving silently.
Okay, cool.
For example, if you were like hiding behind a rock and a monster was looking for you, you wouldn't have advantage on that stealth check because you're just like hunkering down. But if you're trying to sneak past a guard, you would.
Thank you. I'm very thankful for my new knowledge about my boots.
Okay.
What's the sword do?
If you guys want to keep reading while I sit out here and learn about all your shit.
Oh no, like reading is a full-on experience. I don't think we're just gonna go over here and sip a cup of tea.
I'd like to keep reading.
We're doing Identify right now. It's a new game.
Oh.
Havok identifies all items that we've picked up. So
The sword. Since we got the sword from the vision.
and put my ring in the queue too.
I grab the sword.
Okay.
I grab it by the blade and to cut myself on purpose because I'm so
Whoa.
mad.
Whoa.
I grab it by the
Take-
blade.
You take 32.
Going
No, you
on
take 1
with
point
you
of slashing.
Okay, I'm unconscious.
1 point of slashing. It is a +1 silvered short sword.
So I'm taking. I can't use up all my spell slots, so I have to I have to do this ritually. So it'll
Okay.
take 10 minutes.
All right.
I'm gonna sit there and watch me do it.
Identify. And yes, you identify as a +1 silver short sword. And if you get back to the ring, it is a ring of mind shielding. So you can look this up if you want to see the exact notes, Newton. Essentially, you're immune to magic. While you're attuned to this item, you're immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you're lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type. They can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. And you can also use an action to cause the ring itself to become invisible until you use a different action to make it visible.
Hey, that's cool.
So
Good
20 minutes later, now I'm pulling out the bolts. I'm doing each bolt one at a time.
Also,
An hour later.
Wait, don't we know what those are?
yeah, she already described what those
Yeah,
were.
we're good.
Real
Also,
quick,
Newton,
what does it mean to be attuned?
you can only attune to 3 magic items. It's like, I don't know, linking yourself up to it to some degree. So, for example, if you had 3 already, you'd have to unattune from 1 to get this ring.
Okay. Is it
The other
just
thing
like
about this ring is that if you die while wearing the ring, your soul enters it, unless it already houses a soul. You can remain in the ring or choose to depart to the afterlife. So it's not, yeah. But if you're in the ring, you can telepathically communicate with any creature that's wearing it.
interesting?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And all that came out of Havok's mouth in a way less eloquent way.
Whoa.
There might be
What if
somebody
there's
in there.
someone inside the ring?
Yeah, there might be somebody in there. If you bond your soul with that thing, there might be someone in there who wants to chat with you.
Is it? Am I already attuned to it?
No, you're not attuned to it. You can choose to do that if you'd like.
Take some time, yeah.
So if I'm wearing it, I'm not attuned. I have to choose to attune.
Mm-hmm.
So right now it's just like a pretty ring.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's let's read the book, and I'll figure this out later.
How would we know if there's a person in it?
Well, I'd have to attune, and then I'd have to ask it.
Siegfried looks at you all and says,
We'll be gone for another 4 hours.
We were gone for 4 hours?
Yes.
When we went in the when we were in the book?
Yes.
Did you see the mist?
I saw you all get pulled and then the book closed.
And what, did you just go downstairs and get a drink? And
I waited.
did you know that was going to happen?
No.
You're remarkably calm about it.
Well, inside check.
go ahead. Make it at disadvantage because he still has his hood pulled up covering his face.
Oh man, I got to remember that.
For other people.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah. Disadvantage, insight check. That's a 12.
12. He seems uncomfortable with all of you, on edge. You get the sense he doesn't trust any of you.
Likewise.
No, that's mutual, yeah.
Um,
Although we were inside the book and he didn't leave, so who's more untrustworthy?
Do I have any
Let's say that.
penis drawings on my face?
All over.
all right. Well, maybe one of us should stay behind.
Well, I didn't. You were reading the book and we all went in. Can
Well,
you
some
control
stay
that? I would
outside
rather
because
hang out.
I don't want this guy, and I point right to Siegfried, to go take this book back to his master, wherever he might take it.
I'll hang out.
All right, maybe you should leave the room and whenever we read it.
Okay.
Maybe it's get close to it.
Maybe it's a radial thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll try to take this guy along. Siegfried, you're gonna stand right next to me.
You guys, I'll hang out with Havok and Ziggy. Maybe go have a drink with Bardrum.
I think she's married.
No, she is not married.
Yeah, be clear.
She's not? She's
No
wearing a
on,
ring.
though.
I asked her. I asked if she was married.
She did say she wasn't, but she does have a ring. Maybe her husband or wife died.
Maybe she just wears that so she doesn't get hit on at the bar.
Well, maybe
Then you
you
should
should
probably
respect
not
that.
hit on her
yeah.
at the bar.
You should probably respect that. Anyway, I don't think. Look, you guys got in this little last round. You guys seem to like to interact a little bit. I don't want to do that. I don't want to fuck around with that. So I think maybe I should hang out. I'll keep an eye out here.
I mean, I don't want to, but I think we should find out whatever we can about this.
Ezra, your sword is drawn, and you're in a defensive stance.
Whoa.
Whoa! Calm down. It's just
Do
a book.
do I know why I did it?
All of a sudden, you see them saying "calm down," and you look, and you're in defensive stance, holding your sword. You
What,
guys
you
saw
see
Ezra
something?
pull his sword out, looking at the window.
The window.
and
I
noticed-
I dropped my sword. I don't know why I did that.
I don't know. Pick it back up. I'll go to the window.
Okay, you go out to the window. Look out.
I'll look out.
Seems
I
like
think
a
wanted to
quiet
fight
night.
the book too earlier.
What?
Havok, you wanted to fight the book too.
What?
The tome. You wanted to fight the tome earlier. Remember?
Mm,
You were just suddenly standing there with your mace out, and I was like, "Whoa, buddy, are we gonna go fight the book?" I'm just saying.
I don't
You remember
remember
that.
wanting to fight. No, I remember having my mace
Yeah, you
out, but
remember
I don't
having it
remember
out,
wanting to
yeah.
fight the book. Like that being a thought.
Aerith, you look out the window, you see some snowfall coming down. The town's pretty quiet. A pair of black eyes staring back, and there's some smoke rising from chimneys indicating
Black
a fire in
eyes?
the house. that?
I open the window and I stare at these black eyes.
Okay. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
It's been more than a minute. Sorry, Aerith.
I need to subtract things.
And then minus
I rolled a 1. I
3d4.
don't need to. Yeah, I'm not.
Yep.
I got like a negative whatever.
Did you say minus 3d4?
Yeah.
All of us?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So if I were attuned to this ring, would this be happening?
You.
What to say?
Oh, 10.
0.
I'm going to use my Cardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Just for fun, I rolled anyway. It would have been a -6.
-6?
Before I had to detract the 3d4, I was at a dirty 20. FYI.
Okay. So
Do
I
we
rolled
know why we're doing this? Do we know, like, why we're, you know, in character reason why we're doing bad? Do we know?
No.
We all failed this time, right?
Wait,
No.
what? So I
we're
rolled a
saying.
16 plus 6, but then I rolled -6 on the D4. So now I'm going to use my Cardic Inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Cause. What'd I get? A 5?
5.
So that's
It's a blackjack.
21.
And for a moment, you feel stress build up in you again, Havok. You start to reach for your mace, and you hear a faint laughter in the back of your head. And you look, and you don't know why everyone's stressing. But you do remember what you gave up.
Mm. Yep. Why is
Eric
everybody
looking
freaking
out,
out?
everything looks really nice. Pretty quiet. Sounds like some people are starting to get up, you know, doing like really early morning shifts, some guards getting ready to change.
I mean, so I don't remember what I saw, but do I have any indication that something is off?
Yeah, I'd say you all feel a bit off. Looking back at everyone now, everyone has either their weapons drawn or hands on their weapon. You see just kind of a general state of that fight or flight response in everyone.
What does
Tense to muscles.
Siegfried look like?
He's just back in the corner.
Did he have the fighter flight response?
Make an insight check.
Come on.
This would be a disadvantage
15.
for him.
Oh. 14.
Seems a bit unnerved. He looks, or the body language at least indicates maybe confused too.
Okay. Has anyone else been feeling this? Like, I think this is like the third time I just feel like I'm really just wrong. I can't put my finger on.
If only I had some magic item that shielded me from mental manipulation.
I already told you what that does. Don't be a dick about it.
So I put on the ring and I go, attune!
In the next
About
half hour.
15 minutes or so. Yeah.
It's a long note. He's been singing that for a whole. He's holding that note for 15 minutes.
Oh man.
Attune!
All right.
Does
all
anyone
right.
think maybe we should, I don't know, not be here anymore? Maybe find somewhere else to stay for the night?
Is there? Can we stay somewhere else?
Anywhere else.
I mean, the
really,
abbot said
is-
we could stay at his place.
No.
Oh, come
That is-
on.
The opposite.
Oh, come on.
The worst.
You're right.
Maybe we
You're-
can stay
no, you're
with
right. It would be
with
embarrassing
Leona,
to go
the-
back to
the
him.
guard captain.
You start to think back, Aerith. You say that name and you're like, wait a minute. Well, I've never met a Leona. No.
Yeah, I think we just got to finish this book, and then we can leave and get out of press. There's no way we're giving Irina space.
We can go camp somewhere. I think we should leave here. This
You all
Wait,
promised.
what-
You promised to see the abbot in the morning and return the book.
Yeah, we
we're
gotta get
going
the book
to.
back.
I just mean staying in this building here.
Want to sleep outside on the street? I can make a tent. I have a tent.
Oh, see if someone has a barn. I don't know anything other than here.
Zig, you're kind of a grump, man. You know. You could be. You know, we're letting you come into our home here. We, you know.
Didn't let me do anything. It was a condition.
Yeah, we kind of forced him to come. He really didn't want to. He actually said he would prefer not to. Sorry about that.
Well, we could all.
Well, so we've all been coerced. Good.
We could try to have a good time, you know? I mean...
You know, I feel a lot of tension in the room. Maybe we should all sit down to take a breather, eh? You know, like, you know, sit down in a circle, share our feelings.
No, I think the longer we stay here, the worse. I mean, let's finish this book and let's get it over with.
How long is the book, Zig?
Zig can't read. Zig don't know.
Oh, that's okay, Zig. I didn't know how to read for a really long time. No one ever thought I should be able to read for a really long time, but I had to I had someone teach me. Would you like to learn?
This is not the time.
Just a charisma in general to see
if you guys are gonna go in the book for 4 hours, maybe I can sit out here and teach Zig the basics. Hey, that's a 16 plus 0. 16.
See his shoulders kind of drop a bit. We're a bit tense.
Zig don't need help.
Okay. Well, you don't need help. But you can practice, and I'll just be here as moral support.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy. Cool. You guys want to dive in the book? I'll hang out with Zig.
I'm gonna read the book. Annoyed.
Well, let me step out of the room.
How many people should be in the book, and how many people should be out of the book?
I don't know, but T-minus 10 seconds, we're going to start reading, so whoever's going to be in here.
All right. I'll go in the book.
All right, and I'm going to cast guidance on Ezra.
I'll stay out of the book for now, I think. I'll join you, Havok, and then Siegfried, and maybe Rena?
No, Siegfried, you're staying with me. And I grab Siegfried.
He tries to pull away from you. Make a strength or dex to try and hold on.
We'll watch him.
I mean, if he's going to be pulling away like that, I'm going to let him go.
Okay.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here.
Say you can touch me.
Whoa,
Let
guys.
go.
Walks outside.
Me and Stiki got him.
I'll join you as well. And Arena walks out.
Okay, Arena.
All right, brother. Guess just you and me.
And Newton.
Oh, Newton. Okay.
Newton, you hear Aerith as the door closes. All right, brother, just you and me.
And me.
I thought you were going.
No. He said he was staying.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Laughing at my blue skidoo joke.
All right, so you try to turn to the next chapter, and looking at it, you can tell that this one has not been decoded. The one you read before clearly was to some degree. This one is just almost impossible to read.
All right. I'm going to cast...
Sorry, go ahead.
I think cast comprehend languages.
I also have, if we need it, I don't know if this is a situation, but I have the tongues.
Make an intelligence check, whoever's looking at this script right now, to determine if it's more about language or not.
Intelligence, that's going to be 16.
Looking at it, you think obviously understanding the language will help it, but it is clearly encoded as well. So it's more about unencrypting it, if you will.
So tongues would not necessarily do anything.
Not really. It might knock a little bit of time off of how long it takes to get through a chapter, to decode the chapter, but
All right, this is still just scrambled. It's encoded. We need a cipher, or just to sit enough time with it to create our own cipher.
Through the door, you hear, "Are you guys in the book yet?"
No.
Okay.
Can I? Does it look like it's the same encoding from the chapter before?
As you check the previous chapter and even look ahead, it looks like each chapter is different.
Ooh, he's good. Smart Strahd.
Can we see the code in real life?
Make a persuasion check for your DM. Very hard DC.
But you have to use Seth's persuasion, not Newton's.
Yeah, so that's a minus 300 based off your magic
30
persuasion
DC.
skills. I mean, it's just so complex what I wrote out, so I can't send it to you guys.
We have Alec Turing here.
With the new spell that I learned from reading this tome, do I recognize a similarity between what I've learned and the sort of script that's been written and changed around?
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh. 24.
You said some similarities in the type of magic, but it seems like whatever was used to write most of this book is far more advanced, and it's not solely comprised of an incantation.
I think I could do this, what he's doing right here, Strahd, eventually, if I had enough time. Yeah, pretty much the same thing.
But what are you going to write about? I mean, your life is so boring and dull ever since I left it.
And Aerith like stands up from if we're at a table or whatever, and just like immediately walks away to a corner, and just like begins sort of taking some deep breaths in.
Why are you being so mean to me? You're just ignoring me now?
You know, can keep you anytime. You know,
I need to.
They don't really know about.
Yeah, I've gathered that.
Right, so it's just I'm in the middle of something, and I need to be on my A game. So
am I inconveniencing you? That's so funny, because
no,
I remember a night where you greatly inconvenienced me. Do you recall that night? What do they say about the bed you make? You have to lie in it? Well, come back to bed, Aerith.
You're not really here.
Newton and Ezra, you see Aerith in the corner kind of muttering to himself.
Are you in the book?
Have you figured it out?
I just need to sort of verbally process for a minute. I got nothing. So, brother, perhaps you'll have some better luck with it.
You look back, Aerith, to them, and you see your friend, an arm slung around Ezra.
I'm like looking straight in his eyes, sort of above Ezra's shoulder.
Is there something behind me? No.
As Ezra turns, you see a little.
And then I purposely ignore, or try to ignore him standing there.
Gotcha. Similar.
Can we just keep going? Can we just keep going?
Can I try to decode this book?
Sure. You can make an investigation or an Arcana check.
I have advantage. I don't think this is gonna count, but no, it's Fae, fiends, or undead. That's not gonna count, is it?
No, it's not for this.
I don't think so. It's a no. I'm gonna use my Cardic Inspiration.
Okay.
have it immediately in here, or do I have to Google?
Before you use it, let me just say, to decode any of these is going to take at least 4 hours. That's like the average. But you can lower that time or increase it if you roll very lowly.
Hold on. Draw one card.
So should maybe, if this is going to take a while, should maybe we...
Okay. With an 18, starting to look at it and just kind of sussing out how long this might take you, you're thinking it might take you a good, 3 hours.
So should some of us... Oh, wait. Oh, I see the dilemma, is we have to get this back to the Abbey. We don't have... I see. I see.
You also have not had to rest. Just throwing that out there.
Can I assist Ezra in decoding and also cast comprehend languages, kind of help out with speed it up?
Yeah, in the future we'll say you should do that before the roll, but we'll allow it for this time out since this is kind of a new magic item that we're dealing with.
And do we have to give it back? I mean, couldn't we just keep it?
That is an option in the world, yes.
Are you in the book yet?
Working on it.
Okay.
It's gonna be a while.
Out in the hallway, Siegfried just looks at you, Havok, and then to Stiki.
Why is there tension between you two?
Oh my gosh.
What? Between me and
Zig has good eye for this. Tension between you and you.
You know what? Let's get to your reading lesson.
No.
Stiki, do you have Tusk Glove on you?
Yeah, always.
Yeah. Here you go, Siegfried. First lesson. Erotica. Erotica.
I could,
as they call it.
if we want to keep this book, why don't I just suggest to the abbot that we keep it?
No, we've already had this conversation with that. He's not going. It was hard enough just to even get it for tonight, and Siegfried had to be with us.
I could magically suggest that he let us keep it.
How does that work?
I'm just gonna focus on the book while they're having this conversation.
It's gonna take. Did you make your roll, Aerith, for helping?
No.
I can just say, let us keep it with my magical tongue, and he may let us keep it.
Did he say a magical tongue, Aerith? Oh my.
I'm trying to concentrate on this book. Oh my gosh. I rolled the Arcana, right?
Either Arcana or Investigation, your choice.
Yeah. That's going to be 21.
Okay. Working together, I'll say that knocks it down to 2 hours. Just because there is, you're working over each other's shoulder. It's a little bit tricky to do. But, yeah, you knock it down to about 2 hours you think it'll take for you to decode the chapter.
What time are we supposed to return the book?
The morning.
God, if we don't sleep, it's already been 6 hours.
This sort of suggestion is, how long would it...
I mean, it just lasts. Like, I just say, hey, do this, and then if it works, then it works.
Just forever? You know, I know that some spells don't always last very long.
It's just, yeah, I mean, unless he's like immune to my charms, it should just work.
I mean, well, I don't know.
I mean, there may be other solutions. I'm just saying.
It lasts for 8 hours if it succeeds.
No, it's long enough to get out of Kresk. But then we're gonna have the ire of the. What if instead we suggested that he bless the bones
That could work too, but we want the book and the bones, yes?
No, we need the bones. The book would be a bonus. You know? Maybe we should discuss this with everyone.
I agree. This is...
Well, that's good to know. That's a good idea.
Okay. Are you guys planning on a long rest, or are you going to keep decoding?
Yeah, I'm gonna rest. You guys have at it.
What time is it now?
You guys got back to the inn around like 10:30, 11, and you were in there for about 4 hours. So about
2, and then another
so it'll
2
be
hours.
like 5:30 by the time you
Finish.
potentially decode this.
Well,
Oh,
and that's decoding the rest of the book, or just the next chapters?
the next chapter.
Oh man.
Each chapter has different encryption.
We need the book for longevity. It's gonna take a while to decode.
You're also able to, like, if you would like to do this, split up the time. So, for example, right now you think it's like 2 hours. If you wanted to put an hour in and then hold off, you'd come back with an hour left. It wouldn't like reset or anything.
Okay, well, perhaps we'll just, read as much as we can tonight, then rest, and then, we'll just get the late fee, or whatever this is for keeping it too.
Okay. And as you continue decoding, Newton stretches out on the bed, and Havok and Stiki look anywhere but at each other.
And go to sleep. Go to sleep.
We're still waiting for you guys.
No, I
happening?
mean you would have checked with us at
You
some
can
point.
shout this out.
Are
once
you in the
come
book
back
yet?
from break. So we'll go on a little break,
God.
and we'll be back in just a bit.
Oh, hello. Please, no, don't get up. Pleased to meet you. My name is Newton. Newton Fright. When it comes to most things, truthfully, I'd rather not, if given the option. No, not that I have a problem or anything. It's just things tend to go awry when I get involved, so I'd rather not. Understand? And now you want to know about my past. Which past? No, I mean I have a witch past, as in I was raised by witches. Have I mentioned I like puns?
Yeah, I see you staring, and I know what you're thinking. Like I'm some savage beast. I guess there's some truth to that. I mean, I grew up like most nodes do, in a marauding pack raiding the weak to survive. And I was a handful. I mean, I caused so much trouble, the pack gave me the name Havok. And that was going to be my life. Until I found a new path with the Guardian Light. I still feel all those primal urges the way I did before, but now there are these new desires. The desire to protect. So keep staring if you want. I just may have your back one day. And maybe you'll see me in a new light. A Guardian Light.
Oh, golly, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bump into you. Oh, no. Please don't be afraid. I know I look scary and green and have tusks, but really I have a banjo. Want to hear me play? No? Well, you look like a trustworthy person, right? I can trust you? I'm afraid of everything. Figure that. A half-orc the size of an orangutan, terrified of literally everything. Irony is not lost on me. Anyway, have a beautiful day. Know of any flower fields I can take a nap in?
Thanks for the drink, stranger. Where'd I learn how to play like that? My muses rent their abilities for the night. Their price is undivided attention and rivers of ale. Where am I from? I'm from the echoes of Yukon with the broken voice, the wandering melodies of Jack's Polaricide, the breath between Herod McQueen's finishing note and thunderous applause. The pull at your belt from a too heavy money pouch. Mine's not tugging too hard at the moment, but please, ask me more personal, probing questions. Will I come to your party? Yes, I've heard of your carousing. Did I hear right that you woke up drunk with... Oh, it's happened before? Oh, I'm sure the priest didn't mind at all, but let me ask you this. Do you know the name Gaad? Never heard of him? Good. Well, I will come play for you and your rich friends. Why, it would be your pleasure, I'm sure.
Oh, hello. Aren't you beautiful? I'm Ezra. Bess, lovely to meet you. Please don't touch the hair. It is as luscious as it looks, but we're not that close yet, darling. Oh, you're here for one of my parties. I'm afraid I haven't thrown one in quite some time, actually. I wasn't aware there were still people around that used to go. Well, it's always good to see a friendly face, and such a pretty one at that. Who knows? Maybe another party will be in the near future. Yes, I'll be sure to invite you. Ta-ta now.
And welcome back. So, just before we went to break, you guys were decoding more of the chapter. Please excuse the sound of my cat playing with her new scratch toy. Kafka, bear with me. That's the sounds of a monster. Ooh. Okay. So you guys are decoding, and the rest of you are just out in the hall. Havok, you just heard Aerith shout, "Go to bed!"
Out here?
In that other room.
We didn't
Seth
purchase that room.
Newton got another one. Yeah, he did.
Newton, did you get another room?
Huh?
Yes, you were there for that whole conversation.
I'm coming back in here. I'm opening the door.
Havok, you were there. You would know that Newton got a room.
What?
The
I
one
thought I
with
was
the-
down
with
getting
the body.
Baldrin when that happened, when they had that conversation.
No, they had he had the conversation with Bartram when you were there.
Oh, I didn't know he had actually paid for it.
Yeah, she got all set up.
Okay. I guess we can go in that room over there.
Yeah, go lay in the bloody room.
Okay. Stiki, are we gonna go in this room over here, I guess?
Yeah, I guess.
Zigfrick, you gonna join us, or?
Do you two want to be alone?
Oh my gosh.
Why? No. Why? What? No. Why?
Because you have tension.
What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was
That
really
kind
very...
of tension.
Gross.
Sticky, we don't have that kind of... We don't have tension, do we, Sticky? We don't have tension.
I have to go poop.
See? No tension. That's where the tension was coming from.
Sticky goes downstairs. Arena walks into the room.
Anyway, Irina's gonna be with us, so...
I'll join.
Okay. Let's go. We go into the other room, I guess.
Okay. You guys start to go to bed?
I guess I'll let Irina go to sleep first. I'll wait for Sticky to come back, and I'll take first watch.
Yeah, Sticky comes back in a moment. Yeah. All right. You take first watch. Go and make a perception check while you're waiting. And while this is happening, we'll get to you guys in a moment.
10.
Okay. Night seems pretty normal. Again, you start to see some, kind of look out the window, you see some guards walking by. One of them's holding a mirror in their hand. And it's really cold in this room. It's really cold. You just think this place probably is not built very well. The wind just, cold air just gets in pretty easily. Back to you guys. So you're decoding chapter. And as you start to finish, again, you hear the voice of Strahd von Zarovich. My army settled in the valley, renamed for my father, as we took power over the people in the name of a just God, but with none of a God's grace or justice. And with that, the book drops, and again, mist begins to ooze out of it. And after a moment, you see nothing but darkness, and then a fog all around you. And suddenly, you stand just beyond the front gates of a curtain wall, so colossal that the largest of giant kind could pass through with ease. The wall is nearly 50 feet in height, interrupted by squared-off turrets that rise even higher. The wall is further dwarfed by the rounded towers of the keep overhead, the tallest of which soars 3 times the height of the gates. Weighted hooves clop across the wood of a seemingly infinite bridge before you. As you look forward, you see the figure of Strahd von Zarovich riding through the castle doors with few men into this courtyard area. You're all walking behind along the bridge, and you see the familiar figure of Rahadin, as well as Commander Gwillem, who you had seen in the last chapter. There's 2 others following behind that you don't recognize. One, a younger man, probably in his early mid-20s, as well as what looks to be a priest of some kind. He's got a bald head, but some tufts of hair on the side, and wears a symbol that you recognize as the symbol of the Morning Lord. As you enter into the courtyard, you see Strahd get off of his horse and head inside of the castle with some of his men. The door closes behind him. The other figures who were walking with you all stop and wait. What are you doing?
Go ahead.
The bald person with the tufts of hair, I don't even know how I would recognize him. Do I think that might be Saint Andrew while still alive, before he's become a saint?
I'd say looking at him, it doesn't seem like that's the case. But you haven't heard any descriptions of what he looks like or anything, so it's really up to you. I mean, it's as good a guess, really.
Okay.
You do see, as you're looking at him, he looked to you and smile and nod.
So we can interact with
So it
this.
seems.
I return the nod and sort of look around and then walk closer to this individual with the Morning Lord symbol.
Okay.
And
Hello, my son.
I don't know quite how to bring this up. But are you quite sure that the king is well?
Am I quite sure that everything is well? Is that what you
But
said?
the king is well.
Oh, that Lord Strahd is well.
Yes,
I think he seems rather happy today to finally have his home prepared for him. The lands here now belong to Lord Strahd. And I imagine that would make any ruler quite happy.
See, I'm not so sure of that. I have been by his side for years and seen what it cost to make this land his own, our own. And it doesn't sit well with me, and I don't think it sits well with him either.
How do you mean?
Well, these weren't all our lands to begin with, correct?
No, but that is what happens when you journey to a new land as a ruler, seek to conquest as Strahd did. You were with him on many of those conquests, were you not?
I was, out of loyalty for earlier days. Was it right for us to take this land?
He looks a bit furtively over his shoulder at some of the other figures. One of whom is looking in your direction, Rahadin, kind of squinting.
Can you really say, and I look him direct in the eye on this, can you really say that the Morning Lord looks down upon what we've done and is proud?
We've come and we've helped many people in the valley. We helped save the town of Zemay. The Order of the Silver Dragon might have slaughtered them.
Insight check. I'm like, does he really believe that?
Insight check him. Yeah, go ahead.
No. 12.
You get the sense he does.
All the death that we caused. Wouldn't it be better just to leave it alone?
Who's to say, but you might want to keep your thoughts to yourself for a while.
He kind of very faintly nods his head back towards Rahadin, who is still looking in your direction.
I'm tired of living in fear. And I think that you feel the same. But I take a step back.
Okay. Newton and Ezra, are you doing anything during this?
Sleep.
Oh, you got pulled in, buddy. You're awake. You are in this book.
Oh.
He's trying to sleep through it.
Curls up on the ground. No, fuck off.
Damn it. So, Mister, didn't he get stabbed? What happened?
Who are you saying this to?
The Morning Lord guy.
By the powers of some of the clerics of the Morning Lord, as well as myself, we were able to save him.
How'd he take it?
Lord Bonzarovich has been in many battles. He's been wounded once or twice before. He took it well.
How long ago does this seem? Like what? How many years in the past does this seem like?
It's tough to say.
Roughly.
And that dragon, did
I'd
that...
say even roughly, it's looking at Castle Ravenloft, it looks like it has been very recently finished. And you
And what
recognize this castle. I mean, you would guess bare minimum 100 years, but probably more.
And there's no mists.
Looking around, no. It's a nice day.
Tell me the great story of how they slayed that silver dragon.
Well, it is a fantastic story.
And at that moment, the doors
to the keep open, and Strahd von Zarovich walks out. At this point, he turns to you, the father, and just says, "Oh, must be silent now." And there is silence in the courtyard, and it's interrupted by the cold ring of a blade being unsheathed. Strahd clutches tightly to a red, black, and gold dagger. Its finely crafted hilt leads to a sinister, curved blade. He kneels and wrenches his left hand into the soil, returning to his feet with dirt crumbling from between his knuckles. He points the tip of the dagger briefly to the north, east, south, and west, before plunging it into his mud-caked palm. A mixture of dirt and blood drip as he squeezes. "I am Strahd. I am the land." He repeats the mantra 3 more times, once in each cardinal direction, before looking to the clouds and speaking. "Draw near and witness. I, Strahd, am the land." Blood and magic meet the soil, and the sky is swallowed. The courtyard vanishes. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death. You find yourself in a study. What feeble light burns in the dimming fireplace is enough to fill the room with rolling waves of red and amber light, illuminating rows and rows of ancient books, their leather covers well oiled and preserved through careful use. Large gaps span segments of the shelves, likely left to fill in more knowledge. The stone floor is concealed beneath a thick, luxurious rug in the center of the room. There's a large, low table, waxed and polished to a mirrored finish. Even the poker in its stand next to the blazing fireplace is polished. A sturdy carved desk houses several scrolls of parchment, open books, and candles burned nearly to the wick. In one of 2 chairs, crafted of burgundy-colored wood with padded leather seats that face the hearth, is Lord Strahd von Zarovich. His head rests sorrowfully in his left hand. A letter is gripped tightly in the other. You see the father standing off to the side in the doorway. "I'm terribly sorry to have brought you the news of your mother's passing. The fates are cruel, Father. I built this castle in her honor, named it after her. She did not even get a chance to see it. We cannot always understand the will of the gods and the will of the Morning Lord, but I offer my condolences on behalf of the Morning Lord." Strahd rises for a moment. "As you know, Father, I accept the Morning Lord's practices being professed in this land, but I personally have no care for it. I understand you're dealing with tremendous grief. Perhaps a walk down to the chapel might clear your head some." "After you, Father." He starts to leave. You get the sense, the 3 of you, that they are not aware of your presence. They looked in your direction a couple different times and made no note. You didn't see any flicker of recognition. You get the sense you are not seen.
Can I go look at that letter?
Sure. The door closes behind Strahd as you go to look at the letter. As you start to read it, you see that it is a note from a courier that informs Strahd that his mother has died. on the journey to Barovia.
What's his mother? Does it say his mother's name?
Yes, it is Ravenovia, Queen Ravenovia.
Queen.
Is there anything else you guys want to do?
I'm gonna look at
Um,
whatever's else. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, does it seem like there are any homages to a lover? Any paintings? Any cameos of that sort?
You see a portrait above the fireplace that has what looks to be a man who looks somewhat similar to Strahd, but larger, older, as well as a woman who also bears resemblance to Strahd. A very royal painting above the fireplace, and you get the sense this is probably his father and mother.
Newton's gonna go over and like start pulling out the books to see if there's a secret passage.
Okay. One by one, you begin pulling out the books.
I want to go over to the desk and see what he was working on it. Last.
Okay. As you go to the desk, you find some spell components, a small little lockbox, and a pretty high quality, or some high quality spellbook parchment.
I break open. I just throw the lockbox to the ground and try to open it, and like just crush it open.
Make a strength check.
$11.
Okay. Yeah, you throw it to the ground, and it kind of clatters against it. It looks dented, but doesn't pop open.
So, this is just out loud. So, like, how does it work? Like, if I wanted to bring this book out of this book, like you brought that sword out of the book.
Well, I didn't purposely bring this sword. It was given to me after the fact. I don't think we can keep anything that we get. I just want to
But clearly,
get
it's
information.
you know. I liked it.
Is there like a little fireplace in this study?
Yeah. That's where he was sitting right before the fireplace.
Is there a fire poker?
There is.
Can I try to pop open the safe box with the poker?
Sure. Make a strength check at advantage.
Strength or athletics?
You can pick.
Oh, nat 20.
Okay. You pop it open, and looking inside, you see a lot of silver pieces and gold pieces.
Like, can we take that gold and it'd be back? You know.
Go ahead and try. Do it. I'm
All
gonna.
right.
Oh, go ahead.
I put some of the gold in my pocket.
Do I know that Ezra has been here?
That Ezra, yes, you guys had a conversation regarding Ezra, not necessarily this room, but going to the castle.
And I remember it now, right? Because he gave me my memory back.
Yes, and you don't remember this room.
Ezra, do you know where they might have gone when they said down to the garden or something? Or...
Would I?
They said chapel.
Oh, chapel.
He mentioned a chapel at some point in your visit. You didn't see it. As you consider that, though, the door opens, and Strahd walks in, closing it behind him. And then he stops. He begins looking around. Looks to his lockbox on the ground. Walks towards the fire. And turns slowly. And looks at each of you.
Should ignore your demons.
You say that. There's no response. He just looks back. You watch as he reaches to a book above the fireplace, pushes it to the side. The wall opens.
He
Steps
knew it.
inside. And suddenly the mists surround you once again. You're in darkness as you hear. Escape from the isolation of death was impossible. In my many years, I learned that the brightest days cast the darkest of shadows. And you blink open your eyes. Sun, well, lighter day, no sun, is streaming in through the windows.
I check my pockets.
You find 162 gold pieces.
Yes.
Oh, your pockets must be real full.
Here. Aerith, you hold my money.
You're not there.
I know.
Well, I'm not there.
No, Havok.
Oh,
Here you are, Aerith. Put this with the rest of my money.
all right. Done.
I am fascinated by the physics of memory constructs. This is
Here, and just jump over to Havok. He wakes
real,
up to take over the watch for you.
Real quick, it's 9:03.
Gotcha. Thanks. So, jumping over to Havok. Havok, Stiki wakes up and offers to take watch.
Okay.
All right. You go to bed?
Yeah, are there like are there like extra blankets? Maybe I'll go down and get like extra blankets or something because it's cold in here.
Bartram already brought you guys some since you didn't have each individual room, so.
Kind of like put some extra blankets over Arena and myself, and
Okay.
give one for Stiki as he like sits.
Siegfried turns his shoulder.
Siegfried gets one too. Come here. Snuggle into bed here.
After that, I am.
Get in the bed over here, buddy.
All right. So you are working to complete a long rest. Went to bed at like 3. You begin up around like 11.
Mm-hmm.
Back to you three in the room. So at this point, it's like 9:30.
9:30 in the morning?
Yeah. You guys took you about 2 hours to decode it at like 5:30, and about 4 hours time passed.
Well, I need a short rest at least.
That was fucking useless.
Yeah.
I made 162 gold. It's not useless. It's pretty good.
Well, I'm gonna at least. We got to talk about this idea that Newton you had. I don't want Siegfried to know.
I won't tell him if that's what you're implying.
No. Let's talk about it amongst ourselves, and then perhaps we can find them.
Sure. I mean, clearly we need to decode the rest of this tome.
No, I'm not so convinced. The main thing is we need to get those bones blessed.
Blessed bones.
Yeah. If you can cast that spell, I can also cast a spell before you do it that may make them more susceptible to your magics.
Well, I'm down. So if there's a way for me to word it where we get to keep the tome and bless the bones, how about that?
I don't know, how complex of a suggestion can you give?
I can give a single sentence suggestion.
1 to 2 sentences.
And all right.
I could just say, hey, let us keep the tome and bless those bones, baby.
Yeah, what do you think, brother?
I think. I don't know what to think. I don't see any So far in this book, I don't see any evidence of a lover that looked like Irina. The death he seems most hung up on is the death of his mother so far.
What did his mom look like? Do we see that?
Not did she look like Irina? No, right?
No.
Not Irina.
It wasn't that far of a leap, I'm just saying.
You're racking your mind about the Archmage Freud.
I was gonna say something, but I was like, I'm not there. This story got very Freudian all of a sudden.
Oedipus who? I think we should take a nap and think about it after we wake up. That's what I think.
Yes, short nap, short rest.
All right.
Okay. You guys lay down, take a little short rest. Havok, you come to as Arena stirs awake, and Stiki stirs awake as well. And you see Siegfried standing by the door.
Come, you must go see the abbot.
Yep, we did promise, didn't we? Do you guys think it was cold in this room?
Yes, cold.
Ooh. Let's go. I guess I go check on the rest of the group, huh?
I will join you. Oh, me too.
All right.
You guys all head over.
Yeah.
You guys shut the other three. You shut your eyes, and it's one of those moments where you definitely fell asleep, but it felt so fast. You wake up, you have the benefits of a short rest, and you hear knocking at the door.
You guys in the book yet?
We did it. Yeah, we read some more. Come on in.
Open the door. Oh, you guys look tired.
Yes.
Yeah.
You must go see the abbot now. Time to see the abbot.
We will once we get some breakfast. Havok, Irina,
Promised.
Stiki, come on down and help me get some breakfast. Brother, would you mind cleaning up here and talk to Siegfried about what we talked about?
We said we would see him in the AM. And we didn't even say AM, we said morning. So, like, as long as it's after brunch, it's still morning.
It's almost half
Yeah,
a day.
while he's saying
You
that,
lied,
I just
you
like...
said.
We
As you start
didn't
to
lie.
leave, he says,
Stop! You think you can take advantage of
I
me?
don't have the book. Calm down, Siegfried. I'm going to get some breakfast.
Fine.
Right.
You want to lie. You want to lie and be tricksy.
Maybe we can
Perhaps
I'm
I tell
right,
the
yeah.
abbot. We go down.
I haven't even left the
We're
room.
going.
Maybe we could get like a breakfast sandwich to go.
They might have muffins, huh? You like muffins, Ziggy?
make a persuasion check, Havok.
Oh God, I did not expect that. Okay, for breakfast sandwiches.
You're providing the closest thing for Siegfried.
19.
To go. We all go down now.
Yeah,
And then go.
we did say, guys.
Right.
Sure. Off to see the abbot,
The wonderful abbot of Kresk.
the wonderful abbot of Crest.
Kresk.
Kresk.
Kreska.
Kresk. Kresk.
Rizk.
Quit
Kresk.
saying it weird.
Kresk.
You gotta emphasize the Z.
Rizk.
Kresk.
Because Siegfried is saying we should.
I'm going downstairs.
You guys start to head down. Siegfried waits until he's like the last one leaving the room.
Fine.
I like fake leaving.
All right. Well, then I rush ahead and I take Havok aside and whisper and say, "We've got an idea." I try to
Don't tell me. Do not tell me. I don't want to know because I'm a liability. Don't tell me.
Okay.
Whatever you're doing, don't tell me. I'm getting breakfast.
All right. Okay.
I don't want to know. Please don't tell me.
Then I'll go over to Irina, and I'll just say, like, you have nothing to worry about. Nothing's can happen. Got you. All right?
Yes, understand.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta pick my spells for the day. Shit.
All right. Easy enough to get some breakfast sandwiches to go. Takes about 10 minutes or so. During that time, Zig sidles up towards you, Havok.
Zig misjudged you. You're good. You keep your word. You wouldn't betray Zig, yes? Yes.
I mean, no. I mean, yes, I would not betray you. No, I wouldn't betray you. No.
Good.
Not unless you gave me a reason to.
You make sure your friends listen, yes?
Sure. Yeah. They don't really listen all that well.
Zig thinks you should compliment the half-orc more.
You know, everybody's been giving me advice, and that's something everybody's been saying. Is that the thing? Like,
yes, make someone feel good about themselves. Pretty basic stuff.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. Good. That's good advice. Thank you, Zigfried. Thank you, Zig.
But respect his boundaries.
Oh yeah, see, for me that's the basic one.
That's where you start.
Yeah, that's for me. That's like the base level. Like.
And as you continue getting relationship advice from Zigfried, you get the sandwiches, and you guys start to head out into the snowy, kind of fresh new layer of snow, mid-morning of Kresk. You see some people out and about. Again, a couple of them holding mirrors.
Is it more than before?
Seems like more. Yeah, seems like more.
I know I say this a lot, but I really hate it here.
You do say that a lot.
I do, but I really mean it here.
Well, hopefully we'll be leaving.
We can almost make a compilation, whatever that is.
As you begin to walk, you do see one figure look in the mirror. You see them start to run, and then they stop and turn around and just keep walking the same way they were going.
Can I go look in someone's mirror?
Yeah. You walk up to
gonna be
someone.
like, yeah, I'm just gonna be like, excuse me, and just grab it.
Oh, hey. You pull up the mirror and look into it. Make a wisdom saving throw with a minus D4.
Fuck you, miss. Do I still have... No, I wouldn't. That was a long time ago. Oh, fuck me. 6.
It seems you're just seeing a reflection of the town, but wow, are you afraid? You feel such a tremendous amount of fear right now, Ezra.
I'm gonna throw the mirror.
You chuck the mirror. You see that your sword's in your other hand. The person's like, what the? Ah! Oh, whoa. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Ezra!
Sorry. And I'm gonna sheath the sword.
You feel suddenly, Ezra, incredibly safe. As though you're being like held close.
Sorry, sir. I didn't.
You're gonna pay for that?
Pay for what?
The mirror you threw.
You know you had a mirror.
I saw you throw it. You took it, and it was in my hand. Yeah.
Where did you get it? I'll go buy you a new one.
I got it at the Emporium.
Come with me?
Yeah. All right. Who are you?
Ezra. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Dennison.
Did you want to continue to the Abbot, and Dennison and I can go to the Emporium?
We go together, so Siegfried, you're gonna have to just hold up.
We're friends.
What?
He looks up to Havok.
Your friends. Let's let it go. What is this?
No, they're
We're going.
Give
We're
him
going.
money and then go.
Is he gonna like
yeah.
read the book
could-
this afternoon? I mean, what's the big
Yeah,
deal?
Ezra,
You
why
made
don't
a
you
promise.
just give him money? He can go buy his own mirror.
Because I want to make sure it's the same mirror, and maybe I want to buy one as well.
It just feels like you're stalling here.
Yes, yes.
I think I would like to see the mirrors.
Siegfried, the Emporium's on the way, right? It's the same direction, isn't it?
It's the opposite direction.
Oh, Jesus. Of course it is. It has to.
How about two of us go with Dennison?
No, we gotta be together. We've gotta be together.
Dennison,
Wait,
would
don't
you
you
like to
have
come
a-
see the Abbot with us?
Don't you have a mirror?
Yeah, the Abbot. I'm not particularly, but no, I really just want the mayor. I mean, you could pay me. I think they're like 15 gold, give or take.
15 gold. This man is
Done
having
mirror.
it.
5 gold. 5. I said meant 5 gold.
I give him a gold like be on your way, Denizen, whatever your name is. Let's go.
Yeah.
Jeez. Sick.
Okay, he runs off.
Do you think he goes by Dennis?
No.
Goes by Dick. That's what he goes by. Get out of here.
He said he already won.
Well, Ezra did
Uh,
just grab a mirror out of his hand and chuck it at the wall.
You just threw it ahead. It didn't hit a wall. It landed in a snowdrift.
You could've just picked it up.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah. So you actually could pick it up if you'd like. But it's your call. Are you guys heading up to the Abbey?
You can go grab his.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up the mirror. I paid a gold for it.
Okay. You go pick it up. There's a little crack where some of the glass fell out. But otherwise it's crafted kind of into the metal, so it doesn't completely fall out. If that makes sense.
Hand it to Ezra.
I don't want. Oh,
Alright, we
I don't
didn't
feel.
sleep. I'm a little grumpy. Alright.
Sorry,
Make a
sorry.
wisdom saving throw, Aerith, as you pick it up.
Oh.
Minus a d4.
1d4? You mean? I thought it was 3.
Okay.
Your last one was 1d4, and then this one is also 1d4.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, it wasn't that great to begin with anyway.
It's got to be a 15 or higher.
Man. We got a 14.
So close.
Have you used your Cardic?
No, I'm gonna save it for what's coming up.
Fair enough.
Oh man.
Okay. You hand it to Ezra, and again, you just feel scared. Aerith.
I don't want
I
to.
hate this place. I hate this place.
Jeez. I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up.
Havok, make a wisdom saving throw. Minus 1d4.
Okay. That's 10 plus 6 minus 4. No, 12.
Okay.
This is D4.
You feel
I rolled
scared.
a 4 on the D4.
You feel scared.
I break
I take
it!
the mirror. I take the mirror from him.
Can we do another round of identify?
And then I hand it to Siegfried. I'm like, here's a mirror for all the trouble we caused you this morning. Hand it to Siegfried.
He holds onto it.
Yeah. He also looks frightened, but
What's your problem?
What's your problem?
Why you look so scared?
I don't. I want to get to the Abbot.
Yeah, you look like you're about to shit your pants. Come on, what's going on?
Fuck you.
Okay, let's walk away from these feelings.
Let's go.
Let's walk.
All right. You guys begin walking. Start making your way back up the winding road, up to the Abbey. You see the same large gate that stands in front of you, pushes easily open as you start to head back the familiar path that you know to get back to where the abbot was and where you met him. You push back into this hall, and you don't hear music this time. You see the long table spread out in front of you. You see the abbot sitting at the head of the table, currently writing. Yes.
Just before we go in, I'd like to cast Enhance Ability upon myself.
Okay.
For Charisma Check.
Sounds good. The abbot looks up from his writing as you all come in. He closes the book, tucks it away. Ah, you've returned. Please, sit. I can have some breakfast brought out for you if you'd like.
Yes, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, second breakfast.
Ah.
I can all of a sudden.
Have you had the first yet?
We have, but it wasn't that great, honestly.
You're honestly past 11sies at this point, but that's okay. He pulls up a little bell and rings it. Then after about 5 minutes, some people start coming out. Again, mostly cloaks pulled up. They have like some scrambled eggs, some bread and jam with honey as well. And they place it all in front of you guys. So, have we come to an understanding then?
Well, nothing that what I read gave any indication that anything to do with Arena would stop Strahd in his rampage. His mother, maybe, but not Arena.
Oh, you've not gone far enough.
Well, we read through the night.
We did ask you to show us. You refused.
So am I to understand that Arena, you will not be helping the people of Barovia?
I don't
Allegedly.
think that's I mean, actually, she will be helping in her own way, but also we must all help in whatever way we can, big or small.
It's kind of a big ask, really. You know, for why is it on her shoulders? You know, like
Fate is strong. I did not cause the cards of fate to drop this way. All we can do is respond to them.
But how do we know that you're right? You know?
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I want to bring up too. What if we went through with it, and then it didn't work? We don't have a refuge against the devil, but we did when we had the bones.
You're trying to
be smart. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Newton.
I'm just saying, you're trying to cut off someone's face. Do you hear what you're saying? You're cutting off someone's face.
Save the lives of all the tortured souls in this valley.
That's right.
To free them.
I understand that, and yes, the stakes are high, but it's also another reason why, when things are high, the stakes are high. You have a backup plan, and so the backup plan would be to bless the bones of Sedandro, so that there is a refuge in Vallaki in case, for some reason, this doesn't work. I mean, you've read the book. Even from the little bit that I've read, I've seen that Strahd would stop at nothing to get what he wants. So he may have tricked you. He may have tricked all of us. And so you may be wrong. You may be right. But there has to be some sliver of doubt in you. So you need to have a backup plan. You should bless the bones of Saint Andrew. What do you think, Newton?
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense for you not to bless the bones of Saint Andrew. Either way. Like cutting off someone's face, like using that as leverage to not bless bones doesn't make any sense. Because there
Plus
should.
bones. You will not allow me to go through with the plan that will save everyone.
Right.
We don't allow or disallow anything. Regardless, it's up to Arena.
And frankly, you have not made a very convincing case. It doesn't work.
Hold on.
Please don't cut me off.
I'm just saying, you are pro-safety, yes. You want to help people, yes.
No, I think that was Arena talking, wasn't it?
Irina said you've not made a good case.
Oh, I was confused. I thought.
Yeah, I was confused too.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue, Arena.
I was just saying, Abbott, you did not make a very clear case as to why this is the best method. And I don't want to just sacrifice my face for a hope. Well,
And there's no evidence. There's no evidence.
I have found the evidence.
Where?
I know it to be true.
Show us.
Inside that book.
And
I'm sorry
you only gave
could
it
not
to us for a
comprehend
certain
it.
amount of time, and we couldn't even read it.
Prove
You're asking
my
the
trust.
impossible.
I don't know why I bother sometimes. Is this all you have to say?
No, Newton. Tell him about what you were going to say.
I would like to make a logical argument why you should bless the bones of Saint Angel.
I cast Bane on the the abbot or whatever his name is.
Okay.
Right as I see that Newton's gonna go with our plan.
Okay.
So that is a charisma. Wait, no. Yeah, charisma saving throw. And if there's anyone else in the room, I'm gonna do it too. Okay.
It
No,
is
I'm not.
Siegfried. Siegfried is. It is vocal. You know he will see this.
Sure.
Okay. And it's a charisma saving throw.
DC 15.
That is an 18 total.
All right. No. See.
So, wait, so it didn't work?
No, it didn't. So you can still do it, but you're not going to
The
have any
abbot
help from me.
turns to you, though, at that as the magic nearly takes hold. Is this what we're doing?
What are
Is
you?
this what you'd like to do? To fight?
No, wait, listen.
I didn't understand this to be hostile between us, but if it is,
Twasn't.
that makes my decision much easier.
Whoa!
Newton, cast it.
I suggest you let us take the tome and you bless the bones.
Cast suggestion?
Yeah.
You cast the spell. He just looks at you. Well, you've made this decision much easier for me.
You probably can't be freaking charmed.
All right.
Roll initiative, everybody.
Yep.
Oh, good.
He can't be charmed.
This is why I didn't want to know.
Okay.
Shit, we're fucked.
Initiative.
Right.
Ooh.
20 to 25. 15 to 20.
16.
16? 15 for you, okay. 10 to 15.
13.
Havok. Okay, I'll look for Stiki and Arena. 5 to 10.
8.
8. Okay. Alright. So, you all rise from the table, drawing your weapons, preparing your action, whatever you're going to do. You close your eyes and open them, and he's gone.
Wait.
You see, one of the pews of the tables was tossed to the side. You see some books from a bookshelf on the ground. A lot of the plates and food is scattered on the ground.
Are we
Hurt at all?
Yeah.
Everyone roll a 1d10.
6.
6.
Whatever you rolled, add 5. That is how much health you lost.
Okay.
Havok, you lost a first level and a second level spell slot.
Yep.
Ezra, you lost 2 first. And Aerith, you lost a first. Newton, you did not lose a spell.
Okay.
You had used your suggestion, so you lost that one.
Are there any bodies around? Is Irina still here?
You look, and you don't see Irina.
Oh, fuck me.
All right, we've got to find her. Gotta go.
You do see a journal. One that is oddly familiar to you all, but you don't know why. Can't place where you've seen it before. It's on the ground.
I'd pick it up.
Okay. You pick it up.
I'd open it. What does it say on the first page?
Let me just grab my notes really quick. It says, property of Antoine Vetsk.
Do we know who that is?
Ezra, you start tearing up when you read that name.
But I don't. But I'm tearing up. But I don't know why.
I don't know what's going on, but you're tearing up and you start to flip through the pages and you read this story about these journal entries of a human male, a cleric of Lathander, or the Morning Lord, was pulled into Barovia and met up with a group of adventurers, began working with them to rid the land of Strahd. You see Aerith's name in the passages, and Havok's. And you start reading passages written about a growing affection for one party member named Ezra. And you start to read how those feelings were reciprocated. You see drawings of the two of you together, holding one another, kissing. And you feel a sadness that racks you to your core. It's overwhelming. Like you've lost the person you love most in this world. You can't help but you fall to your knees.
Where are they? What happened to them?
Make a wisdom saving throw at advantage, Ezra. You can feel it in your memory starting to slip. Just as these images that are described in the book come to you and you start to feel them, you can feel the warmth of his hand against your cheek. You can feel what it was like when he would look at you and hold you in moments where you felt weak. And as you're reading it, and those of you nearby are seeing some of it, you're remembering moments where you had healing and you don't know where it came from. Potions that you found. You're realizing that you've been traveling with another for a very long time in Barovian now. And Ezra, you fight to hold on to these memories, even as they're blinking away. It's like you remember a moment by the lake, and then you think about it for a moment and it starts to fall away. Was it raining? Was it just cloudy? What was he wearing? And you can't remember. you see a note at the very end. It says, "Cover your ears." As you do that, you see in the room now holes in the ground, separate holes, blood all across them. You see wounds on your friends that you didn't notice before.
Cover your ears, everyone.
What?
You all see the same.
Something's happening. We're being made to forget things. I don't know how. There was someone else with us. I'm gonna try to find something to like put in my ears.
Okay. There are different books, so you could tear a piece of paper out and then use it as a makeshift little thing.
Are there candles around?
There are, yeah.
I'm gonna roll up 2 pieces of paper, dip them in wax, let them harden, and then put them in my ears.
That's awesome. Much more ingenious than my thought. But yes, you do that. My first thought was literally like, oh, you're going to drip it in your ear. Don't do that, I guess. All right.
No.
Yes. You were able to do that, and it works pretty well.
I'm going to encourage everyone else to do the same.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys take some time to do this. And eventually you are... Havok, I don't know if you said something, but we didn't get it.
Let's go. I mean, we gotta stop him from...
I'm gonna take the journal.
But where did they go? We don't know where they are.
And we
There
don't
has to be a lab.
Okay, but where?
I don't know. We just gotta look.
Okay. I guess I'll try and like look around and see if I can see like any signs of like a direction they might have gone, or like a path of stuff that might be like knocked over or something like that.
Away.
Yeah, make a survival check. There are stairs that lead up and down as well.
Can I do that as well?
Sure.
I mean, we saw the creature or whatever, right? I mean, or did he bring her out?
You guys don't remember a creature?
Oh, we don't remember that.
Remember a creature? You know, this...
The golem, the flesh golem, the woman.
Oh, yes, you met Vasilka, yes.
Was she brought out, or were we brought to her?
When you first came, she was just in that room that you were just in. This second time around, she was not there. The abbot was, she was not.
Okay.
I rolled a 22 for survival.
Okay.
I rolled a 9. So.
Gotcha. Looking around, it's unclear because it's stone, really, to see like which direction they might have gone. You see the steps up and down in this room. You also see the doors are open, and looking out towards the courtyard, you see the main doors toward the courtyard are still closed. They closed them after you came in, and so they're still closed. Whether or not they were open and closed, it's tough to say. But
what wasn't there like a different? There was this main building. There was like a separate building, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out the door to like where I remember that like second like building in the courtyard is.
Okay, you're striding out of the courtyard.
Yeah.
Can I look for like blood droplets?
I would say that would be in your survival check. That's kind of what you're looking for.
Okay, that's fair.
Different signs like that. And you guys do definitely see some different blood all around.
But it's hard to tell whose is whose.
Yeah, exactly. Havok, you start to head out into the courtyard. And as you draw closer to the well, you see a book. One that looks like the one the abbot was writing in.
I'll go over to it. I'll grab it. No,
Okay.
open it. Read it.
You start to read it, feeling this tension, this fear, and you in particular, Havok, feeling that shield against your back is gone. Taken while you were standing right there. And as you start to sift through this journal, hoping for answers, that's where we're going to end tonight. I thought you were doing con.
I was it was gonna morph into that, but I decided no.
Crash!
Have it of St. Markovia! All right. Well, that is our episode.
Ooh.
And we'll see what happens next. You guys are starting to get close. In fact, I'd say to you all, go and start looking at your next level. It'll be a couple of sessions, but we're starting to get around that corner again.
Ooh, buddy.
And until next time, remember, no guts, no story. Bye.
Bye.